Good morning, students. Today we continue our civic education lesson from the previous class. Today we are discussing benefits of responsible parenthood. You remember we discussed in the last lesson the meaning and roles of responsible parenthood. So today we are looking at the benefits of responsible parenthood. What does society stand to gain? What does the family stand to gain when parents are performing their roles as responsible parents? The first is that the society benefits from reduction in crime, because citizens are well groomed from home. So there is little or no possibility of crime or criminals taking charge of the country. Secondly, it results in responsible citizens. We have responsible citizens as a consequence of responsible parenthood. Citizens are responsible, citizens take responsibility, citizens see themselves as people who should be trusted and people who should be relied upon, who are dependable in everything the society requires. So citizens are responsible. Thirdly, there is peace in the home and peace in the society. Peace in the home and peace in the society. That is another result of responsible parenthood. Because when parents, like what we said earlier on in the previous lesson, when parents help in resolving conflicts among their children, when parents teach their children how to say sorry, how to apologize when they are wrong, it results in peace in the home and by extension peace in the society, because the home is a miniature society, the smallest unit of the society. That's the family. Responsible parenthood, number 5, also results in a disciplined society. That is number 4. A disciplined society. Disciplined society, people become disciplined, people see themselves as disciplined people, and they behave well because they have been groomed well from the home. Again, there is the benefit of having obedient students, obedient youths, and obedient staff. Obedient students will learn to obey both their parents and their teachers. Youths will obey the law, obey their parents, obey the law, while those who are employed will obey the rules and regulations of their employment place, their place of employment. What does that mean? When someone has been groomed well from childhood, from the home, it means that wherever the person goes, even as a worker, he or she will show responsibility by obeying rules and regulations. Okay, next is that it results in economic self-reliance and financial discipline. Economic self-reliance. We said something in the previous lesson about parents ensuring that their children have economic security. So when that happens, there will be economic self-reliance. Children and those who have been groomed properly by responsible parents will not have need to be looking for things to survive, because they have already been given the foundation from their home. They already have proper foundation, that they can even start a business. They can do what they are required to do in order to make a living when they grow up. Number 7, responsible parenthood helps in building a positive self-image in a child. It helps in building a positive self-image in a child. When the child's parents are teaching him or her the right things, the best ways to live, the best ways to relate with people, the child has a positive self-image. He sees himself as a human being. First of all, he sees himself as a human being. He sees himself or herself as a responsible person. That will now be extended to the rest of the family and the rest of the society. The child has a positive self image. Finally, it produces adults with kind human feeling and conscience. Adults with a kind heart, adults with human feeling, adults with a conscience. Responsible parenthood helps to produce adults that have a conscience, that have a strong and active conscience, conscience that they cannot hurt someone. They are kind. They won't want to see someone suffering unnecessarily. They are ready to help someone out of any problem. They are ready to help a child. They are ready to say the truth about situations. They are ready to do things that will make people feel better than they were before they met them. That is how responsible parenthood produces adults with kind hearts, human feeling, and human conscience. So these are the benefits of responsible parenthood. In the next class, we shall see the factors that work against responsible parenthood. There are many factors that make responsible parenthood very difficult or impossible. We are going to see them in the next lesson. Meanwhile, in that next lesson, remain focused before that next lesson. Remain in your home. Ensure you are safe and do not move about carelessly. Be a responsible child also. See you.